I'm fully aware I don't do a very good job at making videos. And the main reason why I continue to make them, especially these commentary ones about how shitty video games have become, is because I'm not content with how many people are speaking out about it. I'm hoping to maybe inspire somebody that will do a good job at holding these companies accountable effectively with my 12 views, sometimes 13. And to you guys that are sick and tired of seeing everything you once enjoyed get ruined, or tired of being taken advantage of, stop making your own videos. Well, nobody will ever see it and it won't do any good. Don't think of it that way. Don't let view count be the ultimate motivator. If enough people start doing it, it'll have this collective effect, and these companies are going to have to make adjustments because of it. We have a lot of habitual offenders in the video game industry. Game after game after game, hot trash, poorly optimized games, sometimes missing quality of life features that have been the standard for like the past 10 years. No widescreen support, no FOV slider, you know the drill. Half-assed bullshit. And every single time a company pulls off another heist, here comes a mob of people doing mental gymnastics to defend it. What are you, broke, dude? You're crying about $70? I don't think I know of a single successful person that would ever look at it that way. That is the attitude of somebody that has absolutely no value for their money. I get offended when I buy something and it's not what it's supposed to be, because I value every fucking cent that goes through my hand. I respect your money, which is partly why I make these shitty videos to begin with. I don't want to see you throw your money away. Most of the shitty actions by these developers that are being defended are barely even debatable, because most of them are non-arguments. Shit like, oh, it's just video games, bro. I mean, how do you even approach something like that? So we should just not give a shit because it's a hobby or something? What the fuck is that supposed to even mean? Just because it's video games, we shouldn't have standards or care about our money? And you might ask yourself, what would cause somebody to have such a not give a fuck attitude? Part of the reason is because these companies took turns hiring huge armies of shills made up of influencers we watch every day. And over the years, these influencers have been pounding the same messages over and over and over again to their audience, pretty much doing the damage control for these companies. Oh, it's not so bad, guys. It's just video games, guys. It's only $70. What's $70 anyway? And so eventually these messages resonated. And it's led to a point where if we want to spark some change and have a better, more fulfilling hobby for everybody, we have to go through them first. Our own peers are standing in the way. And so you really can't get change going unless you can get them on board somehow. Years ago, we had better checks and balances. We had Total Biscuit, who was this ultimate consumer advocate for PC gaming. He would single-handedly keep a lot of these developers honest, because he would pick their games apart if it weren't up to a certain standard. And nobody will ever be able to replace him. And part of the reason why is not just because of how great he was at what he did, but because there's just so many promotions, so many sponsorships, so many influences from the mighty dollar. I don't think to have somebody go 100% like he did is even possible in this day and age. Someone might start off that way, but it seems like everybody, once they reach a certain milestone where they're now getting emailed offers for promotions and sponsorships, a lot of that passion to do the right thing gets snuffed out. And of course, that's by design. Which is why they're spending so much money just trying to get everyone on the payroll. And these companies also set it up in a way where anyone aspiring to be a successful content creator in the gaming space, whether it's reviews, walkthroughs, and whatnot, well, what's one of the most important things? Early access. So you kind of have to cooperate with them. And I'm sure you've all heard the stories about a YouTuber or a streamer who once had access but got it taken away because they told the truth. They've even blacklisted pretty notable outlets that have been reviewing video games for years. And so while these companies might not come out and say it, we're going to blacklist you if you say something negative about our game, they don't really have to. Keep in mind, this is definitely not the first time this company has released some unoptimized bullshit, where it doesn't matter if you're a console player, a PC player, all across the board, we're all fucked if we paid for their game. And sure, everyone that did, fully accountable for their decision. But ask yourself the question, should someone's loyalty and patronage equal this? Or should these companies start having respect for their customers and start shipping games when they're actually ready? I get that we're a big contributing factor to all of this, but to blame it solely on us is a huge cop-out and letting them off the hook. But even if that was true, And they're only doing this because we keep supporting them. You don't feel that's kind of gross? Them taking advantage of their fans' loyalty? And again, guys, it's not a one-off. They've done it before. And just like before, they've ignored the complaints of performance issues. And I'm sure they'll get around to it. But they're definitely going to try to wait until after the launch window has come and gone. To be fair to Randy Pitchford, I did see him on social media giving suggestions on how PC players can optimize their game, what settings to use. But come on, Randy. This isn't a technical powerhouse. This isn't Red Dead Redemption 2. This isn't Crysis. This isn't The Last of Us. This isn't Cyberpunk. This is a cel-shaded game that shouldn't be this demanding. And so while it's mildly annoying to be here again, this sinking ship, holes everywhere, while trying to bail the water out, troubleshooting online, how can we get this thing running somewhat respectfully? How can I stop this game crashing so I can actually play it? Console players are just utterly fucked. They're just like sitting in the sinking ship with their hands tied behind their back, along for the ride. Can't do anything except cross their fingers. But what really puts the annoyingness into overdrive is when they post some shit like this. Quote, "We're so fucking back." Yeah, they're back, alright. They're back to being hack jobs. They're back to being unprofessional. I already made a video about this, so I don't want to beat it over the head. But not having FOV slider and the ability to shut motion blur off in the year 2025 is total madness, especially when both are connected to motion sickness. Speaking for myself, anytime I play a first-person game, even third-person a lot of the time, that's the first thing I'll do. Go in the settings, adjust the slider until I feel comfortable. I don't know what it is about the tight perspective, everything being so zoomed in, but I can't play like that for very long. I start getting dizzy and shit. And when a game is poorly optimized like Borderlands 4, it puts that feeling into overdrive. And of course, tons of people defending that too. Oh, just sit further back from the TV, drink a cup of water, but that's gaming. Like 30% of passionate, high standard having motherfuckers, and then just a bunch of casual idiots that sabotage it for everyone else just because they outnumber us like 3-1 or whatever it is. And it's like, I don't even get angry anymore. I just get really sad seeing franchises I grew up with or really enjoyed get reduced to this because companies just want to continue to make cuts and get done quicker so they can make more profit. That's basically all it comes down to. And so they're just not willing to spend time optimizing their games because they know we're going to buy them anyway. And no matter how you look at that, I feel like it's a shitty way to do business. And an even shittier way to treat your fans. Who, by the way, paid for your mansions, paid for your cars, paid for your lifestyles,